What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and welcome to the Weekend Update. Let's get started. So how's it going everybody? Hope you're having a great weekend. By the way, I forgot to mention it last time, but this side of the ocean monument over here is apparently a slime chunk. And just about every time I come out of this thing, there were slimes here just before I started recording, and now they're gone. But yeah, just about every time I come out here, there's at least one or two of the giant slimes bouncing around, and usually some of the smaller ones as well. So I'm getting tons of slime balls. I think there is a very, very strong possibility that I will end up building a slime farm with this thing, because one of the nice things about these ocean monuments is they're so low. Right now I'm at Y36. Which is below the Y level that slimes can spawn at. And so it's really nice that this base is already down here where I can do that. I can foresee a lot of really good mob farms in this area because oceans are really good places to build mob farms because you get far fewer actual spawns just out in the world. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, there we go. There's a slime. Went inside and came back out and there was a slime out here. So I have been making slow but steady progress on this thing. I'm much further along than I was at the end of the previous episode, but there's still a lot of work to do. The slow going part right now is actually putting the sand down, mainly because of all these guardians. Look at this! Look at this! There are so many guardians over here. I am slowly getting rid of the places where they can possibly spawn, and so all that's left is for them to spawn over here. And it's pointless for me to try to kill them to work, because like as soon as I kill one, it just respawns somewhere else. And so I just kind of have to plow through them and then get out of there before I take too much damage. But I'm really looking forward to having this whole thing cleared out, and then I can kind of move on to the rest of what I have planned with this ocean monument. For today's episode though, I want to go back to the Nether, back to my first base, because after I did all this work over here, I've got a ton of glass left over, and I've got loads and loads of sand. I'm still using the sand, I still need it to place all of those walls to drain this thing, but this glass, I'm kind of done with all this, and so I'm going to put this to a better use, and also finally take advantage of something that I've had for a very long time and haven't really been using. And that is my ice farm. I built that thing so long ago, and I have been using it between episodes. I've gotten tons and tons of ice, but I haven't really done anything with all that ice. And so I've got all this ice, I've got all this glass, and it is time to finally put it to use. So a lot of the ice I have actually brought back over to my base because I was running out of storage up in the ice farm. And so got tons and tons of packed ice, loads and loads of regular ice. I haven't been bothering with blue ice. If you recall from the ice episode, I just don't really see that there's a huge difference between the speed of moving over blue ice versus packed ice, and considering that it takes 9 times as much packed ice to get the same amount of blue ice, it just didn't really seem like it was 9 times better. So I'm going to take all this ice, I'm going to take all this glass, and we're going to go over to the Nether and start building some ice roads. I had some Nether portals that already take me to other locations in the world. If you come over here to my map, I am right there. And I've got a portal down here in the desert. That's where I got all my sand. There's a portal like way down there. I think is that one? Maybe, I don't remember where it is, honestly. Over here to the south somewhere, that takes me to the end portal to go to the end, and I go back and forth between those two quite a lot. Now with the one in the ocean monument, I'm having more and more places in the Nether that I'm having to get to, and especially to come back to my main base here, and I'm just getting kind of tired of running. So I will also grab a few chests and a few boats, and we will head over to the Nether and start building some ice roads between all these Nether portals so we can get around much faster. Now, I'm not going to start with building a Nether hub. I do want to build a Nether hub at some point, but that's going to be a lot of work, and I haven't really decided what I want to do for the design of that yet. So I'm not going to mess with the Nether hub. I'll just have an ice road that kind of leads me back to the fortress over here, and then for now I'll just like get out of the boat and go up the ladder to my Nether portal. So I'm actually going to start over on this side of things. Actually, maybe I'll start by putting my trident away and getting my my sword. I think, yeah, I'm gonna also put on my netherite chest plate. I don't really see myself needing to fly around with an elytra while I'm working on this, and I might need the extra armor that comes from my chest plate. So back over here in the Nether, the portal that I just came out of is the one that's in my ocean monument. I've got this nice little hallway that is 2 blocks wide, which leads way back here to this other hallway that I dug out a while back. And this one's only 1 block wide. If I go over this way just a little bit, there's another portal here that leads me to the stronghold with the end portal. I've also done a lot of diamond mining over there, so I've been going to that portal a lot. And if I go way down this way, it will take me to the nether portal for the desert. And so this nether portal will take me out to the desert. The one back there will take me to the stronghold, and the one to the left will take me to the ocean monument. So I'm going to build an ice road that connects these 3 together and then also goes back to my main nether portal over in the fortress. Now to start with, this ice road needs to be at least 2 blocks wide. It's better for it to be 3 blocks wide, just more from a visual perspective. It will work just as well with only 2 blocks wide. So eventually I'm going to come widen it. Today I'm really just going for function. I want to get the ice put in, I want to get the glass panes put in so I can start using this thing to get around more quickly. And then I'm not really going to do anything at all to make it look nice. I'm not going to put in any sort of lighting or walls or decoration or anything. It's just going to be ice roads going through the nether. Whoa, and maybe I should get some netherrack on my hotbar so I can plug up any lava that I dig into. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and block off this part of the hallway so that no skeletons or wither skeletons or blazes or anything can interrupt us unless they, spawn on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on this side, and this is where I'm going to put down the ice. So let me dig out a little trough that goes all the way back. And then I'm really bad about measuring and counting things out. It's so tedious. And so rather than trying to figure out how long that was, I'll just look at how many netherrack blocks I picked up. I already had this stack on my hotbar, so I got almost 2 full stacks. So I know that's going to take 2 stacks of packed ice to fill in. So we'll come back this way and start placing all the ice down. And you can actually go pretty quickly doing this by jumping and running over the ice. It's really nice. There we go, all the way back to the beginning. Now let's get the glass out. We'll put down a little crafting table. We'll get out some glass. And we need 2 full stacks of glass panes. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will do it. You can get so many glass panes out of glass. And we're gonna put these on the side next to the ice. And again, I'm gonna run across the top so I can sprint while doing this. We'll go all the way to the back wall there, and I'm actually going to turn and start going this way with the glass just to use up what I have left, because the ice road is going to continue down that way. So if you've never seen an ice road before, here's how it works. You get a boat, put it on the ice, hop in it, and you start cruising. The purpose of the glass panes is the boat takes up a little bit more than 1 block, and so if it was solid blocks there, you would have a hard time navigating the boat. It would start clipping through the walls, or it might go very slowly. And so the glass panes, since they don't take up a full block, they give you enough room to navigate the boat. Ideally, you want to have glass panes on both sides, just because it looks a little bit better and gives you a little bit more space to move around in. But as you just saw, it works just fine with glass on one side. The glass also is frictionless, and so it's not going to slow you down as you're moving over it. Alright, so we'll come down to this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to dig a trough on this side of the wall, going all the way down to my desert nether portal, and then we'll come fill this in with glass. Or, I'm sorry, ice. We'll fill it in with ice, and we'll put glass against the wall. While I'm doing this, let's talk about the topic that is probably on everyone's minds, and that is 1.18, the Caves and Cliffs Update Part 2. A release date has finally been announced by Mojang, and it is going to come out very, very soon. The release date is going to be November 30th, which is right around the corner. And so that's really exciting. It is on a Tuesday, and oh no, yeah, I've got packed ice. Okay, sorry. I saw the 2 empty slots here next to the regular ice, and I thought that I just filled in that first trough with regular ice and not packed ice. So, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let's do this. So yeah, it's going to come out on a Tuesday, which is really good because I release my videos on a Tuesday. However, I also spend a couple of days before my videos get released recording and editing and planning and stuff. And so the fact that it comes out on the day that I'm normally going to release my videos kind of has me scratching my head about what I'm going to do. So I will do something for you guys. I'll do something when 1.18 comes out. I just don't know that it's going to be like this whole big, hey look, 1.18 is released and here's all the new content type video, but I'll do something for you. Now, as far as this world that I am playing in, I have said before, I don't know if I said it in videos or just in Discord or what, but I will continue this world. I will continue this series that I'm currently recording. I'm not going to start Season 3 just because Caves and Cliffs Part 2 came out. I was tempted to do that. That was kind of my original plan because I like starting a new world when a new version of Minecraft comes out and just kind of starting from scratch and experiencing all the changes fresh. But I am really enjoying this world right now, and I'm just not ready to leave it yet. And so what I will do is I will reset most of the chunks of this world. I will keep the area immediately around my base and immediately around the ocean monument, and probably right around the stronghold with the end portal, because I've done a little bit of work to that area and I don't want to lose that. But I'm not going to make a big fuss about keeping all of the areas that I've been to, that I've mined. I'm going to reset everything other than the places that I have put time and effort into building. Alright, so this little hallway is a little bit interesting because this is my ocean monument portal. And if I just go down this way where I just put the ice, it will take me to the hallway that connects to the desert portal in that direction and the stronghold portal right here. But I don't want to have to go all the way around there. I'm going to get a little traffic jam of boats going here. I don't want to have to make this big U-turn to get to my ocean monument if I'm starting over here in the Nether fortress. I don't want to have to go all the way around to get to the ocean monument portal when I've got another little hallway right here. Like the portal's right there. You see how close that is? And so I'd like to be able to get to it just going this way and not have to go all the way around. So I'm going to dig out another little tunnel right here. I mean, I've already got a tunnel, but I'll expand it to be 2 blocks wide. And I'll put in a little ice road going this way. So there will be 2 ways to get to the ocean monument. I can take this little shortcut if I'm coming from my main base, but then I can also get to it from either of those other 2 nether portals going the other way. Now you may be wondering, how am I supposed to get into that little hallway if I'm cruising along super fast on this ice road? Well, the answer is I simply aim for the right. You know, if I'm aiming for the left, then I'll just zip right past it. But if I'm kind of aiming at the wall where the hallway is, well, that was a bad example because I was coming from the other direction. Then my boat will kind of catch on the corner there and I'll end up going down this hallway. So it takes a little bit of practice, but you can get pretty good at navigating turns and corners on these ice roads. So this is so much better. This is so much faster to get in between my nether portals. Now I'm going to connect this up a little bit further in this direction to, not necessarily to my nether portal over there, but I'm going to come through the nether fortress over here. And I'm kind of unsure how I want to do this, because if I just do an ice road through the nether fortress, then I am absolutely going to be dealing with blazes and wither skeletons and all kinds of mobs on my ice road, because this is kind of their fortress. This is where they spawn. I'm kind of the outsider here. Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I'll just go for it. Nothing in this game is permanent. This is a very small strip of ice road. If it ends up not working out because of all the mobs, then I can just tear it up and do something else. Yeah, this is gonna be problematic. I haven't even used it yet. There's already blazes spawning on it. I'm not as worried about the mobs as I am about the fact that they shoot fireballs which sit there and burn and may end up burning through the ice. So as with a lot of my builds, I'm going to live with it for a while, see how I feel about it. Now, last thing I'm going to do, and this is why I brought all these chests, is because I know I am going to take a boat down to one of those nether portals, leave it there, fly back to my base for the overworld, or hop through the end portal and end up back at my base or something, and the boat is like on the other side of the nether. So I'm going to put down a chest here with a couple of boats in it. And I'm going to head over to some of the other portals and leave chests there with boats in them as well, just so I'm always kind of close to a boat if I need it. I think I'll put one right here. This is my end portal that leads to the stronghold. And I'll put a couple boats in there. That should be good. This is kind of in the middle. The one for the desert is not too far down that way. The one for the ocean monument's right there. And so this is kind of, it's not in between. It's like the opposite. It's on the other side of the other nether portal. So I think this is good. And there we have it, our brand new ice roads to more quickly and efficiently get through the nether to get to all of our different nether portals. My nether is not quite that spread out, but even with this, it's going to be much more convenient getting to and from my different bases through these ice roads rather than just walking. If you've got a really big nether area with portals that are hundreds or thousands of blocks apart, this is a really good way to get between them. It can also be really nice to put some signs on the nether portals to let you know where they go, what they go to, especially if you're playing on a realm or a server and maybe all the nether portals don't belong to you. So just some other ideas on how you can expand this even more. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that like button, and while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.